Once you've cut out your project, before you go to the machine sanders, you need to darken your outline for your shape. Along the handle, you could use a ruler to redraw the line showing the edge of the handle. For a lot of it, it's a curve. So for the curve, just take and freehand and draw more darkly over the line so that when you go to the sander, you know where to sand and where to stop. There are 4 mini disc and belt sander machines in the shop. The disc sander has half the table that you can sand on. The yellow side you're not allowed to sand on. On the belt sander, you could sand on either side of the table. When the machine is running, the sandpaper is moving against your wood and it will take off wood that you don't want any longer. To turn it on, lift up on the lever. And to turn it off, you push down on the lever. When you go to a machine to do sanding, you should have pencil lines showing what your shape is you're trying to achieve. And those pencil lines should be drawn darkly. I can see here that I need to sand off the wood outside the pencil line. But when I'm done, I still want to see the pencil line left on the shape that I'm creating. I'll do some work on the belt sander. As I'm holding it on the table, and it's important to note that your wood should always be on the table when you're using the machine, you're going to push it in gently so it's touching the sandpaper, and moving it along the sandpaper, it will start to pull away the extra wood that you don't want. Make sure that your fingers are not close to the belt or to the disc while you're sanding. Keep them further away to keep them safe. So you can see here that I'm getting rid of the extra wood, but I still have the pencil line on my shape. I don't want to sand past the pencil line. I would continue working around here until I got the shape as perfect as possible. Sometimes the belt will get clogged up with sawdust. So we use something called a cleaning block. And when it's running, you're going to hold the cleaning block in 2 hands, just like a piece of wood, on the table, and touch it gently. And that's really important, to touch it gently into the belt or the disc, and it will clean it. The belt can get into all the aspects or shapes of your handle and your paddle. And on the disc sander, you could only really do the top half of the paddle shape. It's not going to work for you to work on the handle or the bottom portion of the paddle. So you have to share the machines. And as I said, make sure your wood is on the table. You're pushing it gently into the belt, and you're watching your fingers to keep them away from the sanding surface.